The coined phrase of being broke represents psychological ineptitude. It is a rather self-imposed setback. The mentality that derives therefrom impairs the will of those subjected. An unhealthy evocation of emotions do usually succeed, especially among women, does the aforementioned apply. Despite the information that modern science reflects regarding sex comparison, women outsmart men greatly. As a female, you are able to think with a level of rationale that is unmatched by your male counterpart. Your perceived weakness, however, becomes detectable to males along with a heightened emotional frequency. For it is in business and other circumstantial activities that the male shall instinctively exploit your disarray of thoughts. After all, that is his aim, to provide you via calculative means by sustaining illogical patterns among your efforts toward gaining your train of thought. Don't panic, okay? But instead, rather, practice the exercise of countering the male's delusionary tactics. Men will certainly try to confuse you, but this is precisely when you should counteract the male's bravado routine. It is important to understand that the average male human is virtually of the dumbest living organisms. Males exhibit a shorter attention span than do women. Both masculinity and femininity depict preconceived behavioral frequencies. Were you ever told that boys were better than girls? And as a young lady, you were probably indoctrinated with the ideological principle of male over female. The research belongs to a set of principles to which exude male dominance. In present society, a feminine mindset is considered a submissive and a broken one. A mind of broken will is one of self-pity and restraint. All broken minds think alike somewhat, in that they impose limits upon oneself, reminding to stay within bounds. For example, when human thought is restricted to a singularized notion, therefore, the thoughts relevant thereto then become a priority. Exactly how many people do you know of whom are impartial among friend or foe? Not many, I would assume. Now, the same concept does apply unto anyone containing a structured belief system. As people from varying experiences, indeed we hold significantly our virtues. For it is the very reason the broken mind even exists, implanted thoughts and or a lack of gain for the desire. The broke mind knows not what it desires. Its main course of action involves cognitive dissonance. The differences among that of the wealthy and the struggling everyday women are certain. Progression requires a level of certainty or confidence. Look, a broken mindset will not keep you grounded, but rather stagnant and detached from reality. I want you to think of a time where you possessed a strong desire for something, anything. Now, what about a time when you felt like you may have fallen short of a potential gain? During this period, how did you feel? Did you feel good? Try to remember your emotions at that very moment. Most likely, your physical emotions took away your mental clarity. Do you remember your age during that experience? Or perhaps you have experienced this type of emotion quite frequently. The purpose for reflecting upon certain experiences is to restore purpose within itself. As a woman, you must refresh and exercise your willpower. As the old saying refers, use it or lose it. And that is the absolute truth. You will either use your willpower or lose your mind in its absence. Many female entrepreneurs know to ignore the cluttered cliches of indoctrinated babble. Of them is a common cliche implying that one should learn from his or her mistakes. This is bullshit and utter nonsense. People learn by example or game, not from failure.